When it comes to Kadena, am I concerned as of right now? In short, the answer is yes. I am kind of concerned actually, and I'm going to be talking about what I will be doing with my KDA holdings later on in the video. And KDA, by the way, is Kadena's native cryptocurrency. But even though nothing I say is financial advice, I want to first explain my rationale when it comes to this and just what's going on very briefly, right? Because not too long ago, Kadena made a post on X, and it says Kadena public announcement. They say that we regret to announce that the Kadena organization is no longer able to continue business operations and will be ceasing all business activity and active maintenance of the Kadena blockchain immediately. Now, they also continue to say how we are tremendously grateful to everybody who has participated in this journey with us. We regret that because of market conditions, we are unable to continue to promote and support the adoption of this unique decentralized offering. Now, this post is very long, right? But I'm just going to highlight more so of the key parts. But if someone wants to look at it in entirety nonetheless, they did again post this on X. But even besides that, first of all, my reaction is, okay, things do happen, right? Sometimes things don't necessarily go according to plan. But what I find even more fascinating was that literally, like so recently, I saw that Kadena Dev, right? The Kadena Dev account on X, they literally attended this event called Ethereum Global, which I find very fascinating. I mean, so just not even too long ago, they were in an event, supposedly, right? Or should I say the team or something like that? That's pretty fascinating. And then suddenly this happened? Well, I guess, again, sometimes things just happen, but still, that was just very fascinating for me to see. And also on top of that, they continue on with this post and they say that they have notified our staff that we will be ceasing operations. We are retaining a small team for handling this period of transition and wind down. They do have a plan. Supposedly, they say that further down in the post that they are ready to engage with the Kadena community to discuss how we can aid the transition to community governance and maintenance. And they say that they will post updates on this as they become available. Now, when it comes to this, what I find very fascinating as well when it comes to this just situation is that transitioning to community governance and maintenance, that's going to take quite a while. Like, that's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. That takes time. But why won't I be exiting and why will I still be holding, even though I don't want to acquire anymore as of right now? I'll have to wait and see what happens when they do, let's say, shift towards becoming community governance and stuff like that. I'll have to wait and see. But for right now, I'm not going to be accumulating. You know, during an altcoin season, sometimes even random projects that I've never heard of or ones that kind of got abandoned by the team for whatever reason, they have a pretty okay rally. So hopefully if there is an altcoin season during this cycle, because I don't think I've seen one yet, maybe KDA could recover a little bit and maybe I'll recoup some losses there. Who knows? Maybe KDA goes to like $100 million market cap or something like that, which is over a 3x from here. And I'm not only just holding KDA, right? I even mentioned that in my previous videos and just a lot of my KDA videos as to how this is not the only thing I'm holding. So yeah, sure. When it comes to things that I'm holding, there's going to be things that go down. There's going to be things that go up. But when I take a look at something like this, I'm just going to wait it out, because if there's an altcoin season, maybe this could at least recover from where it is as of right now. At least I can recoup a little bit, right, of what I, lost when it comes to KDA. I'm not going to be accumulating anymore, but at the meantime, I'm just waiting and seeing when it comes to Kadena. I have no control over that. I'm not going to be exiting. However, for the meantime, I'm not going to be acquiring anymore. They say how as a thoroughly decentralized proof-of-work smart contract blockchain, the network is operated by independent miners, while on-chain smart contracts and protocols are governed independently by their maintainers. And when it comes to the miners, I mean, how are they going to react to this, right? I mean, I'm assuming probably it might not be that good, So I'm not going to be acquiring anymore when it comes to KDA, but I just don't really want to sell either, because sometimes during an altcoin season, even the projects that people don't really care about, the ones that kind of got somewhat abandoned, they sometimes do a little bit for whatever reason. This is kind of the space that we're in as of right now, which is fascinating for me to see, but this is why I don't want to, just exit. But at the same time, I don't want to be acquiring anymore. At this point, whatever happens to my KDA holdings, it is what it is. I'm just going to keep it for what it is, for what it's worth, so to speak. I'm not going to be acquiring anymore, though. And in theory, yes, Kadena could still continue without, the Kadena organization. But it's a little bit shaky, I think, maybe in terms of the future of what it could be, at least as of right now from what I can see. So this is why, again, when it comes to Kadena, I didn't like it fundamentally in the past, and I'll still continue to just monitor what happens when it comes to KDA, because I am still holding KDA. But in the meantime, I'm not expecting too much from them at this point. So what can I do about that, right? Like, I don't control Kadena. I'm not a part of their team. Yeah, sure. Dr. Stuart Haber, the last time I checked, which is the co-inventor of blockchain, he is part of the Kadena advisory team. And supposedly, Dr. Stuart Haber is the most cited author in Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper. So, what went on there in the advisory team, right? Like, I don't know. Like, what really happened there? Why is Will Martino and Stuart Popejoy the founders when it comes to Kadena, and they both actually helped build JP Morgan's first ever blockchain? With their experience, what happened there? Now, again, they say that the market wasn't doing that good, but still, like we see other projects out there that are way less popular than Kadena, they're still sticking around. Their team is still going strong. I don't know what happened here. And this is why I've been mentioning in a lot of my videos that I'm not only just holding one project, right? If you take a look at my videos, it's not only just about Kadena, it's not only just about the internet computer, it's not only just about Quant, it's not only just about Toshi. I talk about several projects because at the end of the day, I am not in control of the market or the project that I talk about. Like, there's just no way I can control that. The only thing I can do is control myself. So if I have a diversified portfolio, if let's say a couple do bad, it is what it is. But then at the same time, hopefully the other ones do something. But at the same time, it is what it is. It's part of the thing, in my opinion. I knew that getting into it. I knew that not every single project is going to do good. But at this point, I'm just waiting and seeing. We'll see what developments do happen if it does transition to community governance and maintenance. But that's the only thing I can do. But I'll talk about it nonetheless if there is something that comes up. But only time will tell, and I'll still have to wait on them to give that update. And I'll catch you all on the next one. I hope you all have a nice day. It's Mali the Captain. I'm out. Peace. Bye.